Good morning. So we are on week 6, day 3. This is our life in the province. Unlocking the gate first. Actually, it's
You
just
got
a
the
chicken
key?
wire. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Naana nga kung suki sa isdaw, nagpadong na nga rin rice driveway. Naka-orange. Daghan para baka ikog isda o pamaluto ang uban. Tanaw na to ni Ron kung sa'yo mahimo na to ani. Kaya tagdag ko yung isda. May buntag! Unsa mang isdaan as imong baligya karon? Ah, mau ba? Wa siguro.
Lynn's about to get busy, guys.
Alas imo? Lagi. Ako rin usam kaon.
Fish negotiation. Of course, fish starts first thing in the morning, guys, because that's when they fish. They fish early. And we could barely see it last night, but some of the boats that go out, they fish with lights, eh? Okay, let me give you a quick run around before the crew gets here. Okay, let's get at this driveway and show you what we've been doing. First is we ran out of sacks. So the guys dumped a little bit of anapogue where black soil where these tire tracks were. They've got a little bit more to do. And we're going to try and raise this land a little bit here with this black soil. Don't want to get too carried away because we have no plans for this except for, you know, maybe some planting or whatever. You know, we would like maybe a couple of banana trees down here. They'll add a little bit of privacy and they are easy to manage. Dirty, but easy to manage. I'm told they're dirty. Okay, so in the driveway here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's tire tracks here, right? And it is nicely packed down in those locations. The rain has added more packing through the summer months where we were in Canada. So the guys will add more anapogue there. And then what we're going to do is raise this whole area probably from about this spot back to the driveway and through to about where the chair is and just crown this whole thing. And the reason being is that we've got a low area in here and we have not purchased this property yet. We have it, we have an understanding. I want to fence this whole thing. Now the reason being for fencing, here's the long story. The long story is hopefully this is all concreted by the end of the year. And if we don't fence this in, then we're going to have everybody driving up here on their motorcycles and everything going to the basketball court because they will have a concrete driveway to drive on. And I will add one more thing here. We are going to put our concrete fence across that part. On this part here, we won't do anything, but we will have the fence coming all the way up, so that will stop them from coming through here. But we want those cows and stuff to come on here and keep the grasses down. If you saw some of our earlier videos, maybe I'll link one of those. You can see how much the overgrowth was within the cocoa area that we did down here. Let's give you an overall view of the property without dealing with construction. So where this fence is that's going across in front of the driveway, we will put a more decorative type of fence in here. And it will be tall, but it won't be concrete, let's put it that way. And then we will carry that down maybe to about halfway through the garage. Okay, and then the privacy is what we want here. We will add more privacy type of fencing going down. Now again, not concrete, I don't want all of that. Maybe tight bamboo, you know, something along those lines. Because you got to remember that down in this quadrant is the covered deck, which is roughly 20 square meters. And out in line with the blue shirt here would be the dirty kitchen. And hopefully we can find a design that has a chimney on it that will carry that smoke up and over. Because the prevailing wind is from behind us and it would blow all that smoke into the house. So that privacy would come down to this pillar, and And then we've got a major wall here, which is south facing, no windows, no nothing, because that's the bedroom right there. And then between this form where the post is and the rebar is still sitting, that's going to have something on it there too, on the deck itself. Okay, we want to see what the roof is going to do for shadowing, because that's north, that's south. We want to know what kind of angle we're talking about at different times of the day to add shadowing. But something will have to go on there, otherwise it's going to get big time hot on there. Because this would be more of a morning deck, I can visualize that, you know, having your coffee, looking at the Daggett. And again, we're not too sure. We might still think about this some more, extending the house out to that middle pillar and having a smaller front deck. Because my goal is to have this roof for this, you can see the line on the posts here. The roof would come out maybe 90 centimeters, roughly a meter, roughly a yard for all of you guys working in Imperial again, like me, extended out. So again, that angle, because if I put myself in line corner to corner with the house, right there is about 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30 in the afternoon. But you got to remember that the sun comes from high and dives quickly. So we don't really have too many hours where that sun will be beating in the front of the house. So will we want extra space for the living room, etc., etc.? Because we will have massive number of people, even if we have to hire kids off the street to do a concrete pour in here that is continuous after we get the 2 CR washrooms concrete in, because it will be down a bit from the floor, right? Common practice here in the Philippines. So that's kind of our overview from for the build that we're going to do that is not construction related. I'm roughly where the basketball court is, so you can see why we would want a privacy, something or other, probably bamboo. It's very durable here, guys, as long as you keep it out of the soil. And even then, it lasts a long time, but every once in a while you run into a piece that rots fast. We will have a privacy there. It'll have some probably open vent on the bottom and the top to add circulation. But you can see why in between the garage and the house we'd want some kind of privacy there, because again, I'm standing at the basketball court and we don't need to see people you know, looking at us or whatever. Not that they do, it's just, you know, that would be you know, just if I want to walk around naked, I can walk around naked. And then if I walk along the property line here, this is about where that driveway is. Again, you can see why we would want to go, say, from the edge partway into the garage down and have some privacy there, so that people, again, can't be prying eyes. Okay, there we go. We got an overview of what we're going to plan for the property that's not construction related. Later, Gators.